I'm not happy with the fan base. Let me just be real. Yesterday, after we had the loss to Aston Villa, I was online. And a lot of the things I was seeing was, oh my God, Zubimendi is terrible. We need Thomas Partey back. Listen, my fan base, now I know we get ridiculed so much, we come up with the most outrageous things. A player can have a bad game. Players can play bad. But look at all the positives that Zubimendi's done so far. I can't remember the last time he had a bad game, apart from yesterday. Yeah? And remember, it's a team effort. What we do is, as fans, is we do the blame game on one player. Putting Ødegaard down, Ødegaard's this, Ødegaard's that. He got player of the match yesterday. I guarantee you, yeah, if he scored that goal, that top bins goal that almost went in, watch the Arsenal fans. They would have been like, you know what, this guy's the best player on the planet. Just because they have a few bad games, everyone's like, yeah, he needs to go. He's this, he's that. We're never going to win the league. Listen, you have to have faith as well. And you have to also remember, it's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows for some of these players. They're going to have bad games. That's part of football. Even me, when I was playing Sunday League, I had some terrible games. Guess what? You're not starting next week, mate. It happens. It's normal. But to straight away say we need Partey back after one game, I was like, yo, we are cooked as a fan base sometimes. And I don't blame other fan bases like Tottenham, Chelsea, Man United, ripping us. We got an important game on Wednesday. And the reason I call it important, because we need to get back to winning ways. Right now, we're on a low. We got smoked by Aston Villa. So this is the type of game where we can get a win and get ready for the next Premier League game. Now, Club Brugge, terrible. They've got one win in Champions League. The last 3 games they've lost. We are away. Now, our away record in the Premier League hasn't been the best in the last 3 games. We do have a 100% win record in the Champions League. So that is a positive to think about today. With Arsenal, we have to know what our game plan is. I don't feel like we had a game plan in that Villa game. It was just Villa just wanted it more. Okay, we have injuries, yes. At the same time, we need to be scoring. Yeah, we've got tremendous talent. We had a very good bench and we only managed 1 goal. So I feel like this game, there's going to be a lot of changes because a lot of players need rest. And because it's not a big side we're facing, I feel like there'll be a lot of introductions for players that haven't played in a while. Before I go on team shots, I want to talk about some important factors. Now, Eze playing on the wing does not work. I'm hoping he does not start this game as a winger because he's very ineffective. It's very hard for Ødegaard and Eze to obviously play behind the striker because you just have to pick one. Like I said, it's a good problem for Arteta to have. Ødegaard, I don't think he's hit his stride this season. Let me just be honest. We are expecting that 2022-23 or whatever it was, 23-24 season where he scored like 14 goals, got double-digit assists. Yes, we've seen him in that element. Eze, he's on the opposite end. Now, I feel like in the last few games, he's kind of got his stride. I don't feel like he was very... to be honest, he was non-existent in the Villa game on the wing. And I don't think that's his position. So I'm hoping that's not the case when we go to Club Brugge and face them on Wednesday night. Arsenal, we have a chance to remain at the top of the table. And we need this win in Champions League. Because on the 20th of Jan, we got the San Siro. And the last time we went to San Siro, we lost. And this would be obviously a good game for us to get our winning ways back together. Trossard was actually very effective in that Villa game. And I hope that he transitions that into this game where we're playing on Wednesday night. He hasn't really made an impact in the Champions League campaign so far as much as I'd wanted him to. And I think a lot of Arsenal fans can agree. Martinelli has been a bit more of the goal-getter. Let's call it the goal-getter in the Champions League campaign. Not too bad in the Premier League, but I feel like with Arteta, he probably trusts Martinelli more in the Champions League compared to the Premier League. And I feel like he's definitely someone that could be a great asset in the Champions League campaign this season. The defence, I don't feel like Club Brugge are a team which can trouble our defence. I said I don't like Timber playing centre-back, but obviously we've got no choice right now because of all the injuries we have. But that's still no excuse. So, let's go into the team sheet and talk about how I view this game and what the scoreline could be. So, right back, I'm going to go with Ben White. Right centre-back, I'm going to stick with Timber. Bearing in mind, if we do have Saliba return, he could also be starting. Left centre-back, Hincapié has been outstanding, I think, so far. Left back, I'm going to give Calafiori a rest and I'm going to throw in Miles Lewis-Skelly. Centre mid, I'm going to go back with Declan Rice and Zubimendi. I hope to see Norgard play a bit more often. Right wing, we're going to have Saka. Striker, I'm going to have Gyökeres because he hasn't started since his injury. Left wing, I'm going to go with Trossard starting and Martinelli to come on. And the number 10 position, I'm going to go with Eze. So Eze is going to be my number 10 because he didn't start as number 10 last game and I feel like he'll start this time. And I feel like Martin Odegaard will probably be rested. On the subject of Norgard, if we need fresh legs in the centre mid position, we bought Norgard over the summer. I think he's a decent player. I'm not going to say he's amazing. I think he's decent for the price we paid for him and he's Premier League proven. We haven't seen enough of him and I don't know why. Like, okay, cool. If Zubimendi's having a terrible game, sub him on. Like, maybe Zubimendi, that wasn't his game. Like I said, sub him on. And I hope to see more of Norgard in the Champions League and Premier League. I've seen him play for Brentford. He's probably one of their best players last season. He was wanted by Spurs, and that didn't go through. He was wanted by a few clubs, actually. But he stayed with Brentford, and we got him. And it's like, he barely even plays. Him and Ranieri as well, there's a few. So I'm hoping there's a few more changes in terms of subs that we haven't seen yet. Ranieri being one of them as well. I feel like he's kind of left in the shadows. Gabby Jesus could also enter the game. We know that he played a under-21s game behind closed doors with Max Dowman. I think that's obviously for him to obviously get his fitness back. And I feel like he probably could make a debut this season in the Champions League. And I think Club Brugge will be a place to start. It's not a high-intense game, and I feel like we'll definitely blow him at the park. And that is where I come to my scoreline. So I'm going to go with a 3-0 win. And my goal scorers, I'm going to give Gyökeres 2 goals. And the reason why I'm putting him there, not because he's playing outstanding. I want him to score 2 goals. He needs to get his momentum back. I think after injury, he's gone a bit flat. So getting a few goals, bring back some life into him. And I'm going to say the third goal, I'm going to go with Eze. Eze, the third goal. So Gyökeres and Eze. So yeah, we definitely need this win, lads. Yeah. This here, if we lose, this is just last season repeating itself. I'm just going to be honest. It's last season repeating itself. So we cannot lose this. This is a must win. So please let me know your thoughts below. Make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. And I appreciate all of you as always.